Lysa called out to the Judy, who came walking over to the side of the playpen. "What is it, sweetie?" the angel asked, tilting her head in question. "Take me to see Caroline," Lysa demanded. "What was that?" the Judy asked. "You wanna go see Caroline?" The Judy put her hand to her chin. "Well, I don't know." Lysa puffed her bottom lip out, and made puppy dog eyes at the angel in the nursery scrubs. "Please." Lysa begged and threw in some baby gibberish for good measure. Dante felt a little sick. This was almost too cutesy to stand. "Well, all right," the Judy relented. "You've been a very good girl today, so I don't see the harm in visiting your little sister." Little sister? That would mean that Lysa and her little sister had died on the same day. Still, how was meeting a younger kid stuck in this place supposed to dissuade Dante from planning an escape? The Judy walked away and disappeared from sight as she rounded a cubicle wall. Dante looked over at Lysa. What was she trying to prove, anyway? "So why do you want me to see your sister?" Dante asked. No argument against escape was going to convince him otherwise at this point. Now that he was already figuring out how limbo worked, it was only a matter of time before he hatched a brilliant escape plan and got out. It might take him a year or two, maybe even longer. But he was effectively immortal. So as long as he didn't break like Midori had, he had all the time in the world. "Just shut up until we get there, okay? Then I'll show you." "Deal," she said. "Why don't you want to escape?" Dante asked, ignoring the question. "Why do you want to escape already?" Lysa shot back. "Even the weakest wills take months to fully regress in this place. You're in no immediate danger. Besides," she added, "where would you go?" "Hell, yeah, that's a good option. And it's not like heaven will take you." "I could always go back to Earth," Dante answered. "That's an option, right? Where else do ghosts come from? Better to walk the land of the living forever than to crawl the land of the dead." "Dumbass," Lysa scolded, "you have to have unfinished business to go back to Earth." "I had my whole life ahead of me, so I have lots of unfinished business," Dante retorted. "People like us don't go back to Earth," she countered. "You ever heard of the diapered ghost?" "I didn't think so." Her nostrils flared and she was starting to huff and puff. It looked like it was about her turn to have a temper tantrum. Time for a little diplomacy. "Look," Dante said, holding up his hands, "I'm seriously not trying to make you mad, and I'm a little confused as to why you're so pissed off about this. I mean, worst case scenario, my escape fails, I get spanked, go limp, and get put in timeout or fed a bottle. I just have to improve my plan and try again. Right?" The Judy walked back in, pushing a giant two-person stroller and wearing a rather large baby carrier backpack. The stroller was colored pink on one side and baby blue on the other. It was pushed up to the edge. "Time for a trip, guys," the Judy announced. Lysa seemed to gain control of her temper. "Look," she said through gritted teeth, "just get in the stroller, and let me do the talking, all right? If you're still not convinced to give up on an escape plan, I'll even help you plan it, okay?" This seemed reasonable enough, so Dante agreed. Lysa reached out to the Judy as if to say "UP," and the nursery worker obliged, easily lifting the babyteen into the air and placing her gently into the pink side of the stroller before strapping her in with a 3-point harness. Dante copied her and sailed through the air before he was gently plopped beside her, a 3-point harness quickly strapping him down. He really couldn't move his upper body much, though he could still move his head freely. His feet rested comfortably on a bar. The harness pressed against his diaper slightly, making him all the more aware of it, but all in all, it felt a little bit like a roller coaster harness. Hey, neat. They were going somewhere. That meant Dante could get a better idea of the layout of this place. All the better to coordinate his exodus. A few minutes of cajoling later, Midori was riding on the Judy's back in the baby carrier. The Judy, for her part, didn't grunt, groan, or complain. The three of them might as well have been ragdolls as far as she was concerned. "Off we go," she announced, and Dante and Lysa went gliding along the bluish-grey indoor-outdoor carpet and out of the giant cubicle that marked off their area. As soon as they walked out of the playpen area, the whole of Limbo Nursery 1017 AB came alive with noise. There hadn't been a door closing off the playpen area that they had been in, not to mention a roof, but almost no noise had made it through the cubicle walled-off area that they had left.